Hey guys, it's Roxanne from RoxanneLynch.com. Happy Friday! Whoop, 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 whoop. We made it. Okay, I want to talk about fakers. Can you spot the fakers in and out there in Facebook world? Is absolutely crazy. And I'm sharing this today. I want to dive into this is because women, we are super soft-hearted. Hey, Teresa, when you guys are popping in, definitely say hi. Women are known to be soft-hearted. We are known to be kind. We are sometimes a little bit gullible, Sometimes we find that people will use our nature, our inner instinct, against ourselves. They will use our inner belief and believes that just our values and everything against us. And I want to talk about this is because I had some friends that were taken advantage of. Hey, Becky. Hey, Tara. Hey, Terry. Great to see you. Hey, Joanne. So I really want to talk about fake profiles is because this impacts everybody, including women within our industry, potentially our family members. We have moms and aunties and sisters. We have kids out there. I'm talking about general safety when it comes to building our businesses on the internet. Because what we don't know when it comes to Facebook sometimes can hurt us, okay? And I know when I first began, I was taken advantage of a few times because of my niceness, and I couldn't even comprehend that there's mean people out there. I can't comprehend, it's not my personality, it's not my nature to even understand how people can be subversive and having an ulterior motive within themselves. I just can't grasp that fact that there's people out there. But I know that they're out there because there's people that die, and there's people that get robbed, and there's people that get stabbed. There's bad people out there or bad things that seem to happen. So if we can share a little bit about this subject, that's what I'm trying to empower and encourage with information because, and I'm going to get into some tips on that, but some of the things I want to share what they will say to you, and they meaning some tips I'm going to share, some flags, some things that should raise red flags or make the hair stand up on the back of your neck and your arms and give you that feeling in your gut, like that gut and heart instinct. When those triggers start to happen, we need to be attentive to that. And we need to be aware of that within our friends and our family and our circle and our loved ones. So sentences and replies that you're going to get if you inadvertently do say yes to a fake profile or someone who has ulterior motives is they're going to be saying, if you try to end a conversation, they're going, hey, how are you doing? Hey, how are you doing? And when you try to say you're busy, it's like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. Well, you're not really being offended. You just got shit to do. Pardon my language. They didn't mean to upset you. They're going to say, I didn't mean to upset you, or I'm going to say, I'm sorry, or they prey on the verbiage and the wordage that will naturally, as a woman, as a mom instinct kind of thing, kick in and going, no, it's okay. I know you didn't mean that, okay? That's what they want, okay? So, flags. When you're feeling that little womanly inner sixth sense, when, like I said, when your hair starts standing up on your arms and you feel that gut feeling, that you need to pay attention to that, okay? You need to start listening to your gut and your heart and your instinct when it comes to making friendships and connections and relationships online. Hey, Rose, great to see you. Happy Friday, girls. Happy Friday. Let's celebrate that. Okay, so I want to share a few things what I personally look for within a Facebook profile before I will accept it. And I'm kind of fussy. We're allowed to be fussy, and we should be fussy. If we're using Facebook, and automatically, you're going to allow some friends in, even the cousins that you really don't get along with, you might hide them. You don't want to see all their stuff every day. But we're going to be friends with our loved ones and our friends and our immediate family. But we can make amazing online relationships, online pen pals like I used to have back in elementary school, where we would write pen pals all over the world. We can have that same great relationship, that same value online. We just have to be really attentive, and we deserve to be fussy. Just like you would not do business with just any Joe Blow out there or any Jane Doe out there, it's the same thing when it comes to friendships. So some things I look for very specifically is I'm very narrow when it comes to my target market. Okay, I just don't friend anybody. Okay, they have to be within my target market, of whether I can help and serve them, or we can have a reciprocating friendship and a relationship where we are sharing and a meld of the minds. We are masterminding. We are building off of each other's strengths and talents and rising all. Okay. The feed's not coming through very well. I'm sorry, Becky. That makes me sad, because you know what? I can reach down and touch my modem. I'm touching my modem right now. That makes me sad that it's not coming through very well. So I'm sorry for that. Okay. So if I'm having a girl, going, do a hang 10, or their tongue hanging out, no, you're maybe not quite the person that I would like to connect with. I don't deal with drama. I don't deal with BS. I don't deal with excessive politics, huge dramatic posts or swearing or interracial problems or relationship stresses, and a lot of, people posting, messages of their texts with their ex, or they're fighting with somebody. No, unfollow, do not friend that person. I have enough struggles in our lives. We don't need to be adding additional stresses. Hey, Kurt, great to see you. I heard it's really hot down there in Arizona. I have friends that are like just melting, and I hope that your air conditioning is working this year. So the other thing I look for all the time is friends in common. Preferably, more than one. And if it's just one, do I respect, admire, and trust that one friend? Okay. Same thing with the follow button. If their follow button's on, I'm pretty sure that they know a little bit about Facebook and networking and marketing, where, they actually have their follow button turned on. So they're open for business per se on Facebook. And their about information is all filled in. Like they got all the little dots and crossed the T's and dotted their I's, and their information is filled in. Okay. So that's what I look for. What is an immediate flag for me? And I'm going to list a whole bunch of them. First of all, if it's not following your gut, and you guys can mash some emoticons on some of these ones, or, nod your head and say, yeah, for sure, that one, as I'm rattling these off, you can share your experiences with me. I'd love that. You know what? Because we are all networking, and if our comment, and if this gets shared out there, and someone needs to see this message, and you have friends or your teammates that you want to inform them, this would be a great one to share with them. So number one, follow your gut. If it feels off, it is. Don't question it. Don't try to rationalize it. Just block, delete. Okay. I have over 50 friend requests waiting, and most of them, I just ignore. I just ignore them. Is it a real picture of a person? Yes, no. It is a sunset? Is it a fuzzy bear? Is it fuzzy sparkly hearts? Is it a puppy dog and he's so cute? Okay. Those are some flags. Okay. Flowers, teddy bears, sparkly hearts. That's kind of a flag for me. Any other information isn't all filled in. Like 99% of the information has got to be filled in. Okay. So if another one that there's lots of selfies, just selfies within their profile, that's another flag for me. With or without the puppy dogs, with or without, someone's borrowed children, that's kind of a flag for me. Not very many friends. If it's, less than 50 friends, definitely no. Definitely block, delete. And they all seem to be one gender or the other, like really all guys or really all girls, no balance, or at least no guy pictures, in people's profiles, in their little, because you get that little pocket of pictures that you're allowed to have on the left side of your page. You got some friends, some family, some vacation, a balance, a sprinkling of your highlighted profile pictures. Are those filled in, or like there's only one? Okay, flag, same thing. No, like I said, no new or recent profile creation. Unusual name creations, like Willis James, really where the first name and the last name have been switched. It kind of is very, very strange. I'm finding even women are pretending to be men and men are pretending to be women. It happens, and you can pick it up via their language. When they start talking to you or try to send you a message, this is not how a woman would talk, or this is not how a guy would talk. Okay, CEOs of companies, doctors, generals, sergeants, princes, surgeons, actors, musicians, the list goes on. No, really? you know? And who was the most recent? He's an actor. Willis. Bruce Willis sent me a friend request. It was pretty awesome. His name wasn't Bruce Willis, but his profile picture was. So, you know, that's it. Young girls with a lot of cleavage, way too much skin showing. No, I don't need to network with you. That's not where I am. And the hot guys, oh my God. I mean, like my mom used to say, we're married, not dead. But hot guys that are just too good to be true. Nope, that's not going to do it for me either. Sorry, you're really pretty to look at, but I'm not going to be your friend on Facebook. Okay? So check out their other friends. Are all of their other friends half-naked girls or half-naked supermodels? No. Block, delete. You know, if they start a conversation with, oh, you're so pretty, or hey, babe, you know, nice picture, you know, and they give you a thumbs up, you know, or you're just so nice, I saw your video, you just sparkle. No, pretty much sure that's not going to happen either. You know, I just want to be your friend. No, that's not going to happen either. So, you know, delete conversation, block the person. If you want to get really technical and be a Facebook rock star, well, then you can even report them to the Facebook guys. And, you know, but their profiles come and go so quickly. Honestly, you know, we just don't have time to, you know, report everybody and go through all the paperwork of that. But at least, you know, if you have someone who's kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies, but they're friends with one of your friends, you don't have to accept it just because that they're friends with a person that you do like and trust. You can still reach out to that person and say, hey, do you know this person? And link that person back in that conversation so she can have a look at that profile. Maybe she friended that person years ago before she knew, or months ago before she was aware of some of those things that were going on. Within Facebook and spam and, you know, the weirdos and the fake profiles. Maybe they didn't know. So, you know, maybe they'll go back and, you know, go through their conversations and realize that's not the best connection to have. Okay? So, and another one that I've had asked, you know, after person has been kind of nice and casual. And if they ever ask you, say, hey, did you know that you can send money via Facebook now? Immediately delete and block. Never send a stranger, you know, unless you're related by blood, guts, sweat, and heart, and tears, you're not sending anybody money. And even some of our family, we're not going to send them money, okay? So be picky, okay? Your heart, your time, your energy, we need to be picky. If time is one of our precious commodities, we don't just have time to be having conversations with willy-nilly strangers that, you know, aren't in it for them, and they're not in it for us. They got a subversive, manipulative way coming, and you just don't know it yet. Okay, so remember, you have control over your page. This is your world. This is your social media account. You know, this is where you're building your friendships and connections and relationships to help, you know, so you can educate and empower and enlighten yourself. Like you guys know, I love to teach and inspire you guys forward. So, you know, I hopefully, as you know, like guys know, we come to Facebook for these reasons. So, you know, we can help leverage and lift ourselves and help each other stand out and shine online. So we want each other to happily network, to really be, you know, to contribute to the greater goodness of us and this amazing, beautiful industry and profession online. So that's what we need to do, and be attentive to that. So as always, if you guys found some value, do mash those emoticons, you know, share maybe this forward to a message within your team, on your page, because someone out there needs this message today. I don't want to see any of my friends being taken advantage of by some unkind, unclassy people on Facebook, okay? So let's keep you guys on the sunny side of life, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow as always. I am going to drop a freebie training in the comments. Storytelling is one of my most favorite subjects that I love to do. And if you can understand the power of stories and how it's grown my business in the last year, it is absolutely incredible. This is a free training. I'm going to drop it in the comments for you. Or if you're catching this on the replay within a different social media group, you're probably just going to catch it within the comments, because I'll pop it in there for you guys. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy Friday, guys. Let's have a rockin' and rollin' weekend, and keep her sunny. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Night, guys.